What's up, y'all? So, in light of the Oklahoma City Thunder being down 3-1 against the Portland Trailblazers, a lot of individuals have been talking about Russell Westbrook's play on the court as well as his actions off of the court. In particular, his post-game interviews with the reporters and the media in Oklahoma City, or even in Portland when he's talking to people, man. In Oklahoma City in particular. Russell has come off snark, he's come off dismissive towards a lot of the reporters, one reporter in particular. And some people have criticized Russ's demeanor or his attitude towards the media, and they like, man, why does he have to be so rude? Why does he have to be so smart with the media? They just trying to do their job. It's immature on Russ's part, and some people feel like the media sometimes asks dumb questions. They feel like they can be smart with you. They can try to talk bad about you in the media, and then try to kiss up to you to get their quotes and all of that, and they try to become big stars in their media market by slandering certain players. So I have my own critique about it, or my own ideas about the whole thing, my own perspective. As a guy that I'm not a media member, I'm not a fan guy, I'm not in none of these locker rooms talking to players or nothing like that. I don't work for a newspaper or anything like that. But this right here is media. And I told y'all, maybe I have a bias because of that, and maybe, I got my degree in mass communication. I aspire to be a media member. Like, these reporters, they have a job to do, right? They have the job to do to feed their families. They have a job. They want to get paid just like the basketball players do as well. If a reporter is interviewing a player and he's asking him specific questions, it's a question that maybe many of the fans in the city want to know. Many just fans of basketball in general, they want to know these questions, and it's a legitimate question about the game. And I don't like when hoopers try to ignore them or try to be smart with them or, next question them. I don't like that at those times, because as a reporter, right, when you're doing an article, what makes your article stand out is those specific quotes from that player. You get specific quotes so that player can explain out of their mouths what was going on, what was their thought process, why they did what they did, what outcome they were hoping for, and explain the flow of the game. They explain all the different nuances of the game. They depend on that to make their article stand out and to make their article credible, rather than just spewing and making up stuff. Those quotes are valuable, so they're asking those questions for a reason. It's not for entertainment. They're not there just because they want to have a conversation with Russell Westbrook. I don't think they're that interested in talking. I'm not saying Russ isn't an interesting person. It's just that they're there to do a job. Their sole purpose is to write an article and deliver it to their employees and deliver it to the public in general. So that's why they reporting. That's why they asking them questions. That's it. They want to feed their families because they got deadlines to make just like everybody else does. They got a job to do just like everybody else. Like the common man does, they want to feed their families and go home. They're not there to just kick it with Russell Westbrook. They're not there to kick it with Paul George. They're not there to do all those type of things. They just got a job to do. Now, I do understand on the flip side. I have seen reporters be snark. I have seen reporters try to be smart. I have seen some reporters that have come off condescending, and especially in some journal articles that they write. And it's okay to critique a player. It's fine to critique a player's play, what they did on the court and all of that. When it's personal, that's out of bounds. Because living in Chicago, I've seen reporters report about Derrick Rose and in a very kind of heinous way with racial undertones. And I noticed that. See, now that's disrespectful. But if a reporter isn't disrespecting you personally, he talked about you had a bad game and what you didn't do correctly, that's their job, man. As long as they're not being rude and ignorant, it comes with the territory. And your job is to talk to the media. So I don't like when they try to be disrespectful to them, man. Them people just trying to do their job and go home and trying to deliver the best product to the public that they can, because they take pride in their work and they want to get the best. They want to present the best body of work possible to the public. Not just some stuff that they just thought in their head. Oh, maybe he was thinking this, maybe he was thinking that. No, I'm going to ask these questions from this individual while he's in front of me. And this is the thing too, right? So if I'm asking you a question, I'm a reporter, I have specific questions. My questions could be totally different from any other reporter in the room. Any other reporter might have totally different questions, right? And if you don't answer my question, it's like, man, I might be missing out on some great information that the public really wants to know. And if the other media people don't answer those questions, it's like, What the heck? I gotta whisper it to another reporter so you can answer it from him rather than from me? It's like, come on, family. That's at that point, it's like, all right, now that's just childish, bro. That's just childish at that point, man. I gotta go through all different type of other mediums to get you to answer the question rather than talk to me directly. Like, nah, man. Look, I promise y'all, when I was in school, right, I was a sideline reporter. I was at Mississippi Valley State University, and I was asking post-game questions from the coach. I had questions that the other reporters in town, like the other like official media, didn't have. And my questions were questions that they would jot down the responses to. Because maybe I was thinking on something that they didn't think about. Maybe I noticed something that they didn't notice. So they're not going to ask those same type of questions. And it turned out to be a valuable quote that people really wanted to take with them. And so things like that, man. It's like, answer the question from the reporter, so you can't say, you know, they twisting up my words, or they just creating a false narrative of me. Well, we can get the narrative straight from your mouth, with you telling us exactly what you want us to know and what happened, straight from you, rather than me insinuate things or make things up or pull things out of thin air. We can have it strictly, directly from the horse's mouth, and then we can put it up into the media, and we won't be painting you into a negative light because these are the things that you said. So I don't like that, man. I really don't like when reporters try to be so mean. And I'm not reporters. When basketball players, the players try to be so mean to the reporters. Like, they just got a job to do, bro. That's their job. They want to do their job, get paid, go home like everybody else. And they want to do their job well. Just like you're able to do your job well. It's just their job depends on talking to another person for a living, rather than just going on the court and communicating amongst their team. Everybody got different jobs with different roles. My job contains me talking to the players. So all the reporter asks that person to do, that player, is just to respond to the question. You don't have to be super in depth. Just respond in the best way that you feel like you can, and that's it. Yeah, man, that's all I have on this. Peace.